The transformative power of words. In a quaint little town nestled between rolling hills, there lived a man named Samir. Known for his short temper and sharp tongue, Samir wasn't a bad person, but his words often stung like thorns. People respected him for his intelligence, but avoided him because of his harshness. One day, while walking through the bustling town square, Samir heard a young boy crying. The child had accidentally spilled a basket of apples, scattering them across the cobblestone street. Passers-by merely glanced and moved on, but Samir, feeling a rare pang of empathy, knelt to help him. "Don't cry over this," Samir said, handing the boy an apple. But the words came out sharper than intended. "Be more careful next time." The boy flinched, tears still streaming down his face. Samir sighed and walked away, muttering to himself. He didn't understand why people always reacted so poorly to him, even when he meant well. That evening, Samir visited his wise old grandfather, a man whose gentle demeanor made him beloved by all. Over a cup of steaming tea, Samir vented his frustration. "Why does everyone take my words the wrong way?" he asked. "I speak the truth, don't I? Shouldn't that be enough?" His grandfather chuckled softly. "Let me show you something," he said, rising from his chair. He fetched a piece of paper and handed it to Samir. "Now, crumple it up." Confused but curious, Samir obeyed, balling the paper into a tight wad. "Now smooth it out again," his grandfather instructed. Samir tried, but no matter how much he flattened the paper, the creases remained. "See those creases?" his grandfather said, pointing at the paper. "That's what your words do. They leave marks, even if you didn't mean to. Words can wound just as deeply as actions, and once they're said, you can't take them back." Samir sat in silence, staring at the crumpled paper. The next day, he decided to test his grandfather's lesson. While walking to the market, he saw a shopkeeper struggling to lift a heavy sack. Normally, Samir might have barked, "Why didn't you ask for help sooner?" But this time, he paused and thought carefully. Instead, he said, "That looks heavy. Let me help you with it." The shopkeeper smiled, his face lighting up with gratitude. "Thank you, Samir. You're very kind." The warmth in the shopkeeper's voice startled Samir. It felt good, better than he expected. Over the next few weeks, Samir began paying attention to his words, choosing them with care. When a neighbor's child proudly showed him a crooked painting instead of criticizing, he said, "You've used such vibrant colors. That's wonderful." The child beamed with pride. Little by little, Samir noticed a change in how people responded to him. Strangers greeted him warmly. Friends began seeking his advice, and the town no longer avoided him. One day, the young boy he had once scolded in the square approached him. This time, the boy wasn't crying, he was smiling. "Thank you for helping me with my apples," the boy said, holding out a fresh one for Samir. "You were kind." Samir's heart softened. He realized that his words, even the harsh ones, had left an impression. But now, his kinder words were doing something more. They were building connections, mending relationships, and spreading positivity. Years later, Samir became known not for his intelligence, but for his ability to inspire others with his words. He would often repeat his grandfather's lesson to anyone who'd listen. Words are like seeds. What you plant will grow. Plant anger, and you'll harvest resentment. Plant kindness, and you'll grow love and trust. Choose your words wisely. They hold the power to shape the world around you.